Hello, this is Cognitive Self Change. I'm Pat, and this is Pat's Prevention and Treatment Services. We're talking about how to change our thinking today. Remember, I need a progress note from you. Please print your first and last name on there. Put today's date on there. The type of group is COG, C-O-G. And the topic today is silencing the inner critic. All right. Now, in order to get full credit for this, I need to know if you have someone paying for your services, you need to put that on your progress note. If you are paying, you need to call and pay over the phone. You can pay with a card. Call 217 954 1128 or 217-766-9132. You can bring exact cash to the side door of our office, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Now, there is also a Zoom meeting going on once a week for COG, and that is at 12 noon each Wednesday. And what you would do is you would call and pay for your session, and at that time you would be given the meeting ID number. Now, to do a Zoom meeting, you go to Google or some other search engine and you download the Zoom app. Once you download it, you run it, and then you would pick out your password, and then you would go to the to your Zoom platform and join a meeting. And when you join the meeting, you would be asked to put in a meeting ID number, which we will give to you when you call and pay over the phone or when you bring cash to the office 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So that goes on every Wednesday at 12 noon if you are interested. Okie doke. So today we are talking about silencing the inner critic. So I want you to think about that. We talk to ourselves all day long. There are thousands of messages, statements, thoughts that flit through our brain. Some of them are helpful. Some of them are just fact finding, just looking, observing, that kind of thing. And some of them are unhelpful, negative self-statements. So in among those thousands of thoughts we think every day are those negative self-statements. The one we use when we criticize and judge ourselves negatively. The one that encourages us to avoid doing things instead of living our lives and doing the things that we want. The one that keeps us feeling bad. That whispers things like, gosh, I'm useless, I'm worthless, I'm stupid. No wonder I'm not the center of attention at parties. I'm dull and I'm boring. I'm fat and I'm lazy. I wish I was more like whoever. Nobody likes me and I'm not a very nice person. Let's face it, I'm too unattractive to have a happy life. And on and on and on and on. So that goes on more than what we realize. The way we judge things that happen, the way we look at the world, that all comes from our thoughts. And if we're thinking bad about ourselves, then we are probably not feeling good. So I want you now to think about the fact that our self-esteem and our self-image are developed by how we talk to ourselves, how we think of ourselves. And we have this inner critic who's always going on inside of us and thinks it is helping us, protecting us from surprise and hurts or disappointments. It's part of our ego defense mechanism set. It's not rational and it's not constructive. It costs us too much. Every time it attacks, it keeps our self-worth low and stops us from living a rich life. It becomes the boss of us. But we can change that. It's never too late to fix unhealthy thinking. And it's entirely possible to silence that inner critic. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to what we call personalize and externalize it. We're going to see it as this living entity that is separate from us. So you can give it a visual. You can make it look like, a crazy clown. You can make it look like, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants, whatever it is. But you get this picture, you get a visual image of it in your mind. That is your own nagging, negative inner critic. Put a picture of it in your head. Make it small, make it ridiculous, give it a silly voice, give it a name if you like. Make it look and sound silly as it is. Now, remember that this inner critic thinks they're helping you, making you avoid and recognize things so as to keep you from experiencing shocks, hurt, and disappointments in your life. So it's not an evil, toxic monster. Rather, it's pretty stupid, silly, confused, irrational, and distorted, unhelpful, bossy kind of pest. Have you got that in your head? Most importantly, remember that it is not you.